Tell us, you got some rules of the road for March Madness to share with us today.
Yeah, it's an exclusive. I'm really supposed to just be doing the 2 o'clock. It's, I don't know what happened. My agent completely messed up.
Jason, were you sleeping outside on the rooftop terrace this evening? I mean, you look a little rough.
Rough? What are you talking about? I'm shaved and showered.
So tell us some of these rules of the road for the March Madness. Let me jump in. So I got to confess, I'm not a big college basketball guy. I'm a Bulls fan. But you're saying that I should enter a pool, huh? I could win.
Oh, I'm not saying you can win. In fact, on the contrary, the one rule of March Madness is that you are going to lose. You're going to lose that pool to someone who's never watched an NCAA basketball game. You're going to lose that pool to someone who's 7 years old. You're probably going to lose it to a magic lobster in a lobster tank somewhere. This whole thing is just one big, giant national quiz show, and it's awfully hard to win. And anybody who's pretending like they have a magic formula, a magic secret, is delusional.
Now, where do you stand on gambling in the brackets? Do you tell people they should put up a lot of money or maybe mortgage the house for the brackets? Are you a strictly, put $1 in and that's it kind of person?
No, I mean, absolutely mortgage the house. In fact, full refinance to fund the tournament brackets. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely pro gambling, legal, illegal. No, I mean, look, most of us do this for fun to put a little action and excitement into some of these games of schools we've never heard of, but absolutely there's a giant amount of stakes with regard to the March Madness bracketology.
We're going to get to watch a few games at work this year?
Absolutely. You're allowed to watch it at work, and you're also allowed to go in on next Monday, and change all of your picks, because that's what your boss does.
Now, it sounds, Jason, like you believe that most people's lives are absolutely dreary, gray, miserable lives, and the only thing that can get our blood going is to watch a bunch of 18 or 19-year-olds play basketball. Is that a fair assessment of your overall view, sitting on your rooftop terrace in Brooklyn?
I would add the morning news hub to that as well.
As excitement, or as part of your gray, drab life?
It's just a general reason for living.
All right, Jason, I want to hear a couple predictions from you. You got any sleepers? South Dakota State?
Never. I'm just going to do the thing that you're supposed to do, which is to root for your alma mater. And I went to the University of Wisconsin, and I'm picking the Badgers to go all the way to New Orleans and cut down the nets on Monday, April 2nd. I don't want to hear about any other team, Kentucky, Duke, the usual. I'm going with the Badgers.
Who are the favorites here? Give us some of the favorites.
Well, I just mentioned a couple of them. In Kentucky, a #1 seed. We have a big #1 seed with Syracuse, who had quite a bit of trouble yesterday. Fab Melo, their center, a guy who had been reliably blocking the middle of the court, as declared ineligible by his own school. This time he didn't wait for the NCAA to get there. Syracuse ruled him ineligible in advance of the tournament. That really changes the dynamic of that bracket, because Syracuse, of course, was an undefeated team a long time this year and is #1 going into the tourney.
So, you know what, I want to jump over. Let me change the subject here. You mentioned Melo. I want to talk about the other Melo briefly, Jason, just to get your opinion. The Knicks have been terrible since he came back. Can you help me understand what they're going to do, what the Knicks are going to do with Melo back? Do they have to dump this guy?
It's a tricky situation. You're absolutely right that the numbers don't look great for Anthony. The Knicks were 7-1 in his absence. That was the height of Linsanity. Since he's been back, they've been 2-8. The schedule got a lot tougher. In fairness to Anthony, they went on the road. They had some tough games in Dallas. San Antonio played Chicago, which is playing as well as anybody. They had a much more competitive group of opponents the last couple of weeks. It's going to get a little leaner at the end of the month. I look for these next couple of weeks to be a real determinant. I don't think the Knicks are going to deal Anthony. The trading deadline's Thursday. It just seems crazy to me.
I'm glad. I just wanted you to weigh in on that.
If it was up to Jason, they would draft Tim Tebow for the Knicks. That would fix things, right, Jason?
That's right.
Jason, thank you so much for joining us.